First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, set. 45 to Mike. 65, 65. Waiting. Show it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over.
Set. 15, line. 15 line. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check it. Go.
They will run for the first time here with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
60 or.
1st down, here's White. And some room to run now. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the option. 44 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Say, Sam on. Yeah, hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Malone, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold is going to fire one deep. Middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
36 to Mike. Rock it. 36.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Josh Malone with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack on first down, Darnold. And an alley to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go.
They'll run with White. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
Jets, nothing.
Break. 26 months. We want this. Deuce. Protein spill. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? 18 Gator. 26 months. All day, just like that. Hurry.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Switch it. Go.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
45, not today, you are. Not today. Look at me. Zipper. Get wide. Now.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent. Or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
26 months. Now. Watch the pass. Here we go. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jets, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Jets take over.
Let's go,
first and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Here we go. 180. Combo. Stop your whining.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Jets.
Win championships, baby.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup Foles. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And that
there he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
they've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Watch the slant. Hey, Delta. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. I'm here. Deep dribble.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. White, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, 45 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Yep.
45 to Mike.
Go.
Here I come.
Blue draw Porker.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
0-0, Mike free.
Now Foles. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's Foles. Going for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. There. Go.
45, Mike, 45.
Now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Foles. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Foles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bradley Chubb, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
64.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We got to step it up.
Go out.
They'll look to throw. Open man there is Malone. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Back. Let's go.
They'll try the right side here with White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
90 Wolf.
I'm not ready.
Hey, Alpha.
45.
Be crib.
He'll drop to throw. Going for a right side here, complete. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Going on the ground, it's White. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the
Bravo.
ball. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Get it.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check 4. Check 3.
They'll run with White. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Let's go.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's go.
3. Combo. I'm coming for you, son.
What we got?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight end right. Even. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never